Good morning, students. This is 23rd of August. I am making this class or making this video instead of a class because I'm not getting time to do the online classes. So I'm starting with the problems that has been sent by the students. Then we'll see. Okay. So let us start. First, the question. Wait. Okay. There are many questions that are sent by the students. Now we are seeing that. Okay. So the first one is, this is 1996. I am not taking the name of the students here. Okay. So the question is like that: 0.24 gram of a volatile gas upon vaporization gives 45 ml of vapor at NTP. What is the vapor density of the substance? Very easy numerical. Very easy numerical. You can see 45 ml of gas is produced by 0.24 gram. So 22400 ml of gas, that is the molar volume. This is the molar volume. Molar volume. So we will get gas divided 0.24 divided by 45 multiplied by 22400 gram. So this will be the molar mass of the substance. This will be the molar mass of the substance. Okay, so this is the calculation. Do the calculation. I cannot do this. This is the molar mass of the substance. Okay, the calculation. Do the calculation and get the molar mass. And we know that molar mass is equals to 2 into vapor density. So if you get the molar mass, so m by 2, let us consider this as m. Okay, this is as m. So m by 2, that is equal to the vapor density. So you should do the calculation. And if the answer is not correct, you should definitely call me or send me that the answer is not correct. Okay. So this is the first question that I have done. Okay. This is in 1996. Okay. The next, this is a very important question. Specific volume of a cylindrical virus is 6.022 into 10 to the power minus 2 cc per gram. So whose radius and length are 7 angstrom and 10 angstrom. If Avogadro's constant is 6.02 into 10 to the power 23, find the molecular mass of the virus. Okay, this is absolutely very, very, very good numerical. Okay, so this is a very simple numerical actually. Cylindrical virus. So I have to find out the volume of a cylinder. I know that the volume of a cylinder is pi r square L. So you can do the calculation here. 22 by 7 the radius r. Radius r means the radius is given here pi r square L 7 angstrom. So we have to take it in cc. Okay, 7 into 10 to the power minus I think 10 to the power minus 8 square multiplied by L, that is equal to 10 angstrom. 10 into 10 to the power minus 8. So if you do the calculation, 22 by 7 multiplied by 7 into 7 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 16 multiplied by 10 to the power minus 8 multiplied by 10. So this is on simplification, 7 gets out. Okay. So what happens? 22 multiplied by 7 into 10. Okay, we can do it 10 to the power 9. Okay, 10 to the power, okay, 2 into 10 to the power minus 24. So this is the volume in cc. So this is absolutely easy numerical. So you can see that here the specific density is given 6.022 into 10 to the power minus 2 gram, or cc is equal to 1 gram. Okay. Now 22 multiplied by 7 into 10 to the power minus 24 cc is how many gram? You can do the calculation here. 1 divided by 6.022 into 10 to the power minus 2 multiplied by 20 into 22 into 7 into 10. Okay, this is the volume of one virus molecule. Okay, but we have to find out the molar mass. So the molar mass is equals to, if you know, 1 mole is equals to 6.023 into 10 to the power 23. So the molar mass of the virus is equals to this one, that is 22 multiplied by 7 into 10 into 10 to the power minus 24, 10 into 10 to the power minus 24 divided by 6.02 into 10 to the power minus 2 multiplied by 6.02 into 10 to the power 23. You can do the calculation and you will get your answer. This is the absolutely very, very important numerical. We are saying again here, at first we have find out the volume of one virus molecule. That's why after that we have found the weight of one virus molecule. Then we have found the 1 mole virus. Okay, this is the way to do the numerical. Absolutely important numerical 2001. I think I am not taking the name of the students here. So, okay, the next. the next question is the ammonia released on analysis on qualitative reaction released when 0.6 gram of urea NH2CO NH2 with sodium hydroxide with sodium hydroxide can be neutralized by, the numerical is very easy. We have seen in the previous class that weight is equals to millimole divided by 1000 multiplied by your equivalent weight. So weight is given here. Weight is given here 0.6 gram. Millimole we do not know. That is milli equivalent or millimole. 1000 multiplied by urea has a equivalent weight of 60. That's why now we can find out the millimole. If you can find out the millimole, the options are 100 into 0.1, 200 into, I think I can do the calculation here. Okay, let us do the calculation. Wait, let us see the calculation here. Okay, so what will happen? 0 will be gone, 6 and 6 will be gone, so 0.1, that is equals to, this will be like 100 multiplied by 0.1 is equals to milli equivalent. So calculator is not necessary, first one is the answer. So this is the answer. So this formula we have told in the previous class, this is very, very important. Question number 34 of NCERT is there also. So you should remember this one. So you have to find out the milli equivalent. That's why you have to put this kind of formula. Okay. Next question is NEET 2018. Okay. NEET 2018. I am not taking the name of the students here. So those who have sent me the questions, they will understand. Okay. So this is the question: 2.3 gram of formic acid and 4.5 gram of oxalic acid. 4.5 gram of oxalic acid was passed through H2SO4. What will happen when we pass through H2SO4? You can see formic acid has a molecular formula HCOH plus H2SO4. Whenever you give H2SO4, water will be released and carbon monoxide will be there. If it is oxalic acid is COOH dot COOH plus H2SO4. This will produce CO plus CO2 plus water. So the question, you can see the question of 2018. Okay. So it has said that the evolved gases mixture passes through potassium hydroxide. Okay, let us see. So this has a molecular mass of 46 gram. Okay, 46 gram of formic acid gives here 28 gram of 28 gram of carbon monoxide, and 2.3 gram of formic acid gives 1.4 gram of carbon monoxide. Similarly, here 90 gram of oxalic acid gives 28 gram of carbon monoxide. So 4.5 gram of oxalic acid gives 1.4 gram of carbon monoxide. We have done the calculation. Okay. So the question is that the mixture was passed through a sodium hydroxide solution. What will happen when we pass the solution through a sodium hydroxide solution? When we pass the gases through a sodium hydroxide solution, only the carbon dioxide will be absorbed. So carbon monoxide will remain. So the total number of amount of carbon monoxide produced, that is equals to 1.4 plus 1.4, that is equal to 2.8 gram, and that is the answer. Option number C is the answer. So absolutely important numerical. I am telling you again what happens. You can visualize the criteria or scenario that first the formic acid was treated with H2SO4. The gas mixture was passed through a potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide solution. So there will be nothing happening here because there is no carbon dioxide produced in the formic acid. But in case of oxalic acid, when you pass the mixture through a sodium hydroxide solution, what will happen? The carbon dioxide gets absorbed. So remaining is carbon monoxide. We have to find out the carbon monoxide. So we have done the unitary method calculation, and that is the answer. So next, wait. The question is like that: 20 gram of magnesium carbonate sample, MgCO3 sample, decomposes on heating to give carbon dioxide. So we should write down the reaction. MgCO3 gives MgO plus CO2. We have written it. Okay. 8 gram of magnesium oxide. 8 gram of magnesium oxide is given. 8 gram of magnesium oxide is given. What is the percentage purity of calcium carbonate in the sample? Percentage purity of the percentage purity. So let's do it. So you can see 8 gram of magnesium oxide is given. I am writing here 8 gram of magnesium oxide is given. So let us see how to do the numerical. Magnesium has a molecular mass of 24 gram and oxygen has a molecular mass of 16. So there is 40 gram. Okay. So I am writing here 40 gram of magnesium oxide is given by pure, what is the molecular mass? 60 plus 24, 84 gram magnesium carbonate. So 8 gram of magnesium oxide is given by 84 divided by 40 multiplied by 8. So this is 4 2s are 80 here at 10. So you can do the calculation here. I'm doing the calculation. Wait. So I think we can do it by manually also. 4 2s are 8 is 16.8. So 16.8 gram was pure magnesium carbonate. So find out the percentage. 16.8 divided by 20 multiplied by 100. That is the percentage of pure MgCO3. So the problems of one student has been over. I think if any problem occurs, you should definitely call me or say me what is the problem. Okay. Now moving on to the next problem. Wait, I have to see the question also. Okay. Okay. One question I got. It is known that atom, well, I do not know where this question came, so you should write down the question. Contain protons, neutrons, and electrons. If the mass of the neutron is half of its original value and proton is assumed to be twice the original value, what is the atomic mass of 14C? Oh, classical. So let us do. Actually, this is very easy. Now you can see here, this C14-6 has 6 protons and 8 neutrons. So this is the value. Okay. So let us take the mass of the neutron. Let us say the mass of the neutrons is equals to 1. So this was 8 into 1, that is equal to 8. Now, if we take the mass as half, so this will have 8 into half, that is equal to 4. Okay, 4 gram. Okay, mass of the neutrons will be 4 gram here. If we take the protons is equal to 1, that is equal to 6. Okay, now what happens? Now in the numerical, you see that the protons have the twice as much. So the protons will weight. The protons will have a mass of 12 gram. Initially it was 6 gram. Now it is a 12 gram. Now what happens? Now some this one 16. So you should calculate. Initially it was 14, increased by 2. In 100, what much increased? 2 divided by 14 multiplied by 100, and you will get the percentage. I'm not taking the name of the students here, but this numerical was very, very good. Okay. So what I have done, I have taken the mass of the neutron as 1 and the mass of the protons as 1. So, okay. So initially it was 8 into 6, 8 plus 6, it was 14. The mass was 14. Now let's say, now if you take the mass as half, in the question this is given, neutrons are half. So half means 8 into half, that is equals to 4 grams of weight was there. Now the proton will have the double amount of weight, that is 6 into 2, that was equal to 12 grams of weight. Now you can sum up the neutron mass and the proton mass, and you will get 16. So what happens? Initially it was 14, increased by 2. So 14, in 14 it is increased by 2. In 100, how much it has been increased? This is the answer. Again, the next one. Okay. 40 milligram mg of a diatomic volatile substance X2 converted into vapor and displaced 4.92 ml of air at 1 atm 300 Kelvin. What is the atomic weight of X? Absolutely easy numerical. You can definitely put the formula PV is equal to N into R into T. How? Here P is equals to 1 atm, V is equals to 4.92 ml. I can give it in liter, is equals to, given mass is 40 divided by 1000 is a gram, divided by molecular weight is W into R 0.0831. Oh, it is in ATM 21 multiplied by volume. Temperature is 300 Kelvin. Now you see what I have done. Pressure is given 1 atm. Volume is given 4.92 ml, but I have to take it in the liter. This is the given weight, 40 milligram. I have converted into a gram, and given mass by molar mass, that is the mole. This is the mole. Given mass by molar mass. Given mass is 40 by 1000. Molar mass is W. R has the value of 0.0821 liter ATM 300, and that is the numerical. So as easy, but you have not done it yet. Okay, that's why you have the problem. Okay, now we are moving on. Wait, there are some background noise. I'm extremely sorry for that. Okay. So we have got 2 more numericals here. Under similar condition, sorry, this question is there. I think it is CPMT 1994. Okay, the question is from the, I think, N Avasti. So you can see this one. Okay, so the equivalent mass of MnSO4 is half its molecular mass when it is converted to MnSO4. It is absolutely easy. So we have, options should be written: Mn2O3, MnO2, MnO4, MnO4 2 minus. So absolutely easy. We know that equivalent weight is equals to molar weight divided by n factor. So in the case in which the n factor is 2, that is the answer. I think this is the answer. Why? Because you can see the oxidation number. I do not know the answer. If the person who have to sent me the question, if the answer is not correct, you should definitely give me a call or send a text SMS. Okay. Now what happens? You can see that the oxidation number of manganese is here +2. Here the manganese is +4. Now you can see the change in the oxidation number. That is 2. So the n factor will be 2, and molar weight of MnSO4 we can put it here. So this is the answer. So n factor, it was told you that half of the molecular weight. Half of the molecular weight means molecular weight, it should be the 2. Half means it should be 2. Okay, it should be 2. Half means it should be 2 here. So I have to find out the change where the change in the oxidation number is 2. So this is the way. Okay. CPMT 1994. Again, one question is there. Under similar condition of pressure and temperature, (40 ml of slightly moist hydrogen gas mixed with 20 ml ammonia gas, and the final volume of the gas at the same temperature. So this is 1993 AIPMT. The question is very, very simple. I have told you, you have to find out the limiting reagent. You have to find out the limiting reagent. I am not doing the numerical here. I'm just telling how to do the numerical here. You should write down the, okay, let's wait. Under similar condition, pressure, temperature, 40 slightly moist hydrogen chloride gas react to 20 ml of ammonia. Okay, ammonia plus HCl, that will produce NH4Cl. You should find out the limiting reagent here. So ammonia, you can find out like that. Okay, like that. So you can see I am doing this numerical to 22.4, sorry, 22400 ml. This is 1 mole. This is 1 mole. 1 mole means 22.4 a liter. 1 mole means 22.4 liter, but I am giving it in the milliliter. 22.22400 milliliter reacts with 22400 milliliter of HCl. Similarly, 40 ml of slightly moist of hydrogen gas, 20 ml of ammonia will be reacted with 22400 divided by 22400 multiplied by 20 ml of HCl. So this has gone. So 20 ml of HCl is required. But I have how much HCl? I have 40 ml of HCl. So this is the excess reagent. So HCl is the excess reagent. So which one is the limiting? Ammonia is the limiting reagent. Ammonia is the limiting reagent. Now we can do the numerical. We should definitely forget the HCl. So you can write down here 22400 ml of ammonia gives 22400 ml of NH4Cl gas. So 20 ml of ammonia will give 20 ml of NH4Cl gas. So this is the question. This is the answer of the question. I'm seeing that. Yes, option number B is the correct option. Okay, option number B. So you should definitely check your answer. Okay, wait. Okay, wait. So another question here came. AIMS 2004. Okay, any of the students has sent me this one. AIMS 2004. So he has asked me the equivalent mass of KiO3 in the reaction. Equivalent mass, very easy. 2CrOH whole 3 plus 4OH minus plus KiO3 arrow. This will produce 2CrO4 2 minus plus 5H2O plus Ki. Now you see here, it is absolutely easy. You can find out the oxidation number here. Plus 1 plus X minus 6 is equal to 0. That is equal to plus 5. Here, the oxidation number is minus 1. Plus 5 to minus 1. How much change? 6 unit change. So this is the N factor. N factor is 6. So we know that equivalent weight is equal to molar weight by N factor. Molar weight by N factor. So molar weight of KiO3, I have taken it as KiO3, that is given in the question. Molar mass, this will remain molar mass. And what is the N factor? N factor is 6. No, so this is the question, answer of the question. I think option number B is the answer. Okay. 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 Ended. Okay. Now we are moving on to the next one. I think these are the questions of Ellen. Okay. Sorry, Akash numericals. These are okay. So much numericals. Okay. Yes. One numerical. This is question number 56. When 100 ml M by 10 H2SO4 mixed with 500 ml M by 10 sodium hydroxide, then nature of the resulting solution. Classical numerical. This is from the Akash material. We are doing this now. You can see that milli equivalent of H2SO4, you should find out milli equivalent of H2SO4. We have discussed it in our classes. Normality into volume. So here normality is not given. Here molarity is given. Molarity is given as 1 by 10. So normality will be, as we know, that molarity multiplied by N factor. So molarity is 1 by 10. N factor is 2. So this is 2 by 10. What is the volume here? Volume is 100 ml. So 0 gets out. 20 ml is the 20 milli equivalent. 20 milli equivalent of H2SO4 is there. So it is H2SO4. Milli equivalent of base, that is normality into volume. Sodium hydroxide is the N factor of 1. So 1 by 10 multiplied by 500, volume is 500, 10 and so 50 milli equivalent. So now you see that here it is 50 milli equivalent, here is 20 milli equivalent. So base is in the higher concentration. This is the base. So base is in excess. So the resulting solution is basic. Sodium hydroxide is left in excess. So this was the question number 56 of the Akash material. We are doing one by one, okay? Next, the question is like that. This is the 54. It is given as Na2SO4 dot XH2O on heating loses 55.9% of mass. What is the number of X here? This is absolutely easy numerical. 55.9, that we have taken it 56%, okay, for the sake of our easiness, okay. Now what happens? You see that when 56% loses, remaining how much? Remaining is here 44%, okay. Remaining here is 44%. So you can see, let us take the initial mass is equal to Z gram. Let us take the initial mass is equal to Z gram. We have taken it as Z gram. So according to the question, Z multiplied by 56 divided by 100 is equal to the molecular mass of Na2SO4, because it will be remaining. Now you can find out the value of Z. Z is equals to 14200 divided by 44. Now let us do the calculation here. Wait for some time. I'm doing the calculation. One four two zero zero divided by 44, 322 grams. 322 gram. So 322 gram. So this is the weight of the total weight. This is the total weight. This is the total weight. So Na2SO4 has a mass of 142 gram. So mass of water is equal to 322 minus 142, that is equal to 180 gram. So what is the moles of water? Moles of water is equals to 180 divided by 18, that is equal to 10 mole. So the value of X is 10 mole. Okay. Let's wait for some time. Wait. I have to find out the question, okay? Because students has sent me a huge number of questions, okay? Huge number of questions. Okay, wait. Those who have sent me the whole material, I am not able to do this kind of question because I have to see and find out the important questions. I am doing the problem solving actually. Okay. Okay. So let us see the next one. Question. Classic Mains 2010. J Mains 2010. 29.5 milligram of an organic compound. It is not, we have not done this yet. This is the purification. This will be done in your organic chemistry, some basic principles. Okay. This will be done in organic chemistry, basic principle. Okay. Let us see. Let us see. Wait. I'm pausing the video here because I have to find out the questions, because a huge number of questions has been sent